Folks, we
All
are...
right, what does Daddy Shapiro say? 5 reasons no one should live in California. Oh boy.
leaving California, and honestly, it's pretty heartbreaking for me. I grew up here.
Damn, we got the fucking... We got the deep fucking notes and everything here. Oh my god. Just so you know, this is some serious shit.
I was born in Burbank, California at St. Joe's. I went to school at Edison Elementary, and I went to middle school at Walter Reed. My family moved to North Hollywood when I was 11, and I've lived within like a 1.5 mile radius ever since. My kids were all born here, and now I am taking off, and we at the Daily Wire are taking our 75 jobs with us. Here are 5 reasons I'm taking my family and my company and leaving.
Wait, there's 75 shops. Wait, what the fuck does Ben Shapiro do?
The Daily Wire are taking our 75 jobs with us.
Oh, 75 jobs. Oh, okay, gotcha. Jesus.
Here are 5 reasons I'm taking my family and my company and leaving the most beautiful state in the country. Number 1, quality of life. So when my family moved to North Hollywood, it was a safe, clean suburb. Yes, LA always had a serious litter and homeless problem, but those problems were pretty much relegated to downtown or specific areas of the city. And then it was the task of the city, you would think, to clean up those areas. Instead, they decided to allow all those problems to explode into nearly every incorporated area of LA. In 2019, there were nearly 60,000 homeless people living in LA County. In 2011, there were less than 40,000. So we've increased by 50% in less than 10 years. These are people, many of whom are mentally ill or drug addicted, but thanks to local regulations and legal consent decrees, the police have been told they are literally not allowed to move them to dry-out facilities or do anything with the trash that now strews every sidewalk and underpass and overpass and embankment in LA. Every single one. Every freeway underpass is now a tent city. In fact, they've been building porta potties and like hand washing stations in these tent cities under the freeway underpasses. Nearly every public space has become a repository of open waste and needles and trash. The most beautiful areas of LA have become wrecks. It's one thing to pay exorbitant taxes. It's another thing to pay exorbitant taxes to watch your city degrade into a hellhole.
I don't understand what... I don't understand what the plan is for homeless people in LA. Why does the city do nothing? I don't know if it's supposed to be like... I don't know what the plan is. Do they just like, are they waiting for them to get old and die? Or I don't know why LA can't do anything about homeless people. I mean, like there is so much money that goes through the budget in this state. I don't understand. I really don't know.
Here's just a few stories from the last few weeks. So my wife and I decided that we're going to take our kids down to Santa Monica, right? One of the most beautiful areas in America. And I'm old enough to remember when it was a beautiful, clean area. No longer. We take them down to a park. My kids are playing. They wander up a hill a little bit. And my daughter, who's 6, comes running down to me and she says, Daddy, there's a homeless man, and he is doing something to his arm. What was he doing to his arm? Well, he had a needle. I'll let you guess. That same trip, we were walking along the boardwalk, and there's just a homeless man, no shirt, screaming at a bunch of people eating at a restaurant. Just screaming at them. And nobody in sight doing anything about the harassment. And this is how it is over in Venice, on Venice Beach, Santa Monica. It's been really, really bad over there. Outside my house, I live in a fairly nice area. I mean, I've seen a homeless person face down outside my home. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. Not for us. It's terrible for this guy. How is that sympathy for the guy? He is lying face down in the gutter. And my children have seen people peeing on walls. My kids have seen open needles.
How big of an issue is homelessness? I've never been to the U.S. And depending on where you are, it's a really, really, really big deal. Yeah. It's rough because obviously it sucks for the homeless people. But then it also sucks because, like, homeless people are really fucking scary. So it's pretty rough. Yeah, in San Francisco too.
Last month alone, and I'm just going to talk about what's happened to our company. Our head of social media was threatened with a crossbow by a homeless man. I mean, I don't even know how that happens. A crossbow. Is he a refugee from 1392? A homeless person tried to bash in the front windows of our office. Just last week, we had a homeless person going through our trash. Again, none of this is lack of sympathy for the homeless. It's about having a policy that protects tax-paying citizens, their quality of life, making sure they can...
Are there no shelters in LA? I don't know. There must be some, but there's just tons of people that live under like I don't know, like you said, like all the overpasses and everything that you drive over. There's usually just going to be a ton of tents set up where people live there.
Be safe and make sure that people who need care can actually get the care they need, but California doesn't do any of that. Okay, 2, taxes. Yes, tax rates matter, you idiots. California's top marginal income tax rate is now 13.3%, which is already one of the highest in the nation. The legislature is actively discussing raising it to 16.8%, which on top of federal taxation means that if you're in the top tax bracket, you're paying 54% of your income to the federal and state government. California has historically low property taxes because of Prop 13, but the legislature is now seeking to remove all the Prop 13 restrictions, raising them first on commercial properties and then presumably later on residential.
Good. Fuck Prop 13. If you can't afford your taxes, sell your house and get the fuck out of the state. Leave. If you're a Prop 13 supporter in California, you need to get the fuck out. You need to leave. You don't have enough money to live here. You don't deserve to be here. Go to another fucking state. Nobody wants you. Go swim into the ocean and start your own fucking island of bullshit. Fucking leave. Holy shit. Leave this fucking state.
Properties. California's legislature has been considering a wealth tax, which taxes you based on non-liquid assets, which means you could be paying more in tax than you actually have.
What is Prop 13? This is the layman's explanation. I'm saying that because that's the most I know. Here you go. I live in a house and I bought it for $250,000. Wow. Awesome. Cool. well, I live here. I'm chilling. It's awesome. Property taxes are generally going to be based off of some percentage of like the total value of your house, okay? Well, the years go on, and the years go on, and the years go on, and the years go on. Now your house is worth $2 million. Holy fucking shit. That's awesome, right? You just made a ton of money, right? However, your property taxes are probably going to be a lot higher too. Well, let's say that you're not making much money, right? You haven't gained 10 times income, right? But now your property taxes have gone up effectively like 10 times because of the increased value of your property, right? Well, what are you going to do? Now, I know what you're thinking. Hold on, Destiny. I'm one of your viewers. I've listened to you for over 2 years now. I'm very intelligent when it comes to my finances. So what I would do is I would probably sell the house, get a sick-ass windfall of cash, and move somewhere else with the cool fucking 1.8 milli that I just made. Now, you would say that, oh, you're over here now. You would say that because you're a Destiny viewer and you're really fucking smart. But let's say that you weren't a Destiny viewer. Let's say that you were some degenerate fucking moron that had no fucking idea what to do with a massive fucking asset you're sitting on, and you just want to live in the same fucking place for the entirety of your goddamn life, even though this land was stolen from natives and other people have had to move as well, okay? What would you do? What if you made it so you said, you know what, California? You're not allowed to actually do that. You're not going to raise my taxes. Even if my property massively gains in value, we're going to cap the amount that you have to pay under Prop 13 so that my goddamn taxes never go up, so that my broke ass living on fucking poverty bullshit can barely afford shit for my fucking kids can stay in my $3 million house because I'm too lazy or too stupid or too whatever the fuck to sell it. That's fucking Prop 13. Fuck that shit, okay? Fuck Prop 13. Raise those goddamn fucking property taxes again. If you can't afford it, then if you can't afford it, you're lucky. You have a blessing. That means you're sitting on a huge-ass fucking asset that's worth so much money, you can't even pay the taxes on it. Sell it and fucking move, okay? Fuck you. Fuck that shit. Who supported Prop 13 to begin with? Fucking homeowners. The worst people to talk to about what to do about housing. When it comes time to figure out what you need to do for housing policy in your state, the last people you should ever talk to are homeowners, okay? Lock them in a room, okay? And don't tell them that somebody's going to build a new apartment complex somewhere so they all run down and protest it because they don't want anybody else to be able to move in or to make anything more affordable because they just want the price on housing and apartments to go up, 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 up so that they can continue to have a property that's worth more and more and more that they don't have to pay any taxes on because they all voted against raising their taxes on it so that they can never actually sell it so the value of the property doesn't actually fucking matter to them anyway, right? Fuck all these people. Fuck the NIMBYs. Fuck the Prop 13ers. Fuck this state. Okay, sorry.
Have in yearly income, and they want to have that wealth tax trail you for 10 years after you leave the state. This is not counting the 1% disability insurance payments of taxable wages, the statewide 7.25% sales tax, the 50-cent gas tax per gallon, and a myriad of other local taxes that drain your wallet, all for the privilege of living in a state that can't keep the streets clean or the park safe. 3, crime. Crime in LA has been skyrocketing. Well, shockingly, when you decide to basically release the streets to people who commit crime, crime has been going badly. The police have been told to back off of crime. In late July, LAPD Chief Michael Moore said the city had seen a 14% increase in homicide. For years, the state of California
because I'm
has
putting
passion to release
100%
crime fighting.
Why? Okay, I feel like pointing to like recent protests is like a reason why you're leaving. It's kind of silly, but let's see. Violent crime LA trends. Property tax being a percentage of property value sounds like absolute fucking bullshit. Why? Isn't that what property taxes are? What do you mean? Oh, can somebody just find me a pretty graph? Crime trends in California. Property, violent crime. Okay, you're fine, Benny boy. I wonder what it looks like for the past 2 years. Land value taxes are better than property taxes? Sure, okay. Where was it?
Declassifying certain crimes as crimes, devolving responsibility to counties and cities. They call it prison realignment to avoid culpability at the state level. Basically releasing people who should be in jail onto the streets. This has been going on for years at the local level too. In fact, local law enforcement has basically been incentivized to lie about their own crime rates. In 2014, the LAPD reported it misclassified over 1,200 violent
This is Los Angeles, not California.
crimes as minor offenses. And then they say, hey, look, we lowered the crime rate. Magic. It was not a giant surprise when the LAPD was ordered to let the city burn in Black Lives Matter riots that shut down LA County for a full week. We were all told to stay in our homes past 6 p.m. Rodeo Drive, the nicest area of LA, was forced to close at 1 p.m. to allow the mostly peaceful protesters to have their way. This garbage has real consequences. Down the street, I have a friend who is building a house. Beautiful house. He has had, in the last month alone, the structure robbed it twice, once of copper piping, And the dumpster out front was set completely on fire. His wife has been stalked by a homeless person back to that person's front door. Just a block further down, another friend's house has been robbed by 3 people. He scared them off. The police came. They told him he couldn't do anything about it because they didn't have the manpower. Again,
don't you think it's a little shitty that you can live somewhere your entire life, have all your friends and family there, and then because of a market you have no control over, you have to move? Not saying you're really wrong, but I see the other side. Sure. Well, then let's look at the other side. What's the other side then? If you've lived somewhere, should you live there for your entire life? Should every single person that lives in any area say, I'm never moving from this place no matter what, and I'm going to gimp the entire policy and structure of my entire city because I never, ever, 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 ever want to leave? I mean, doesn't that seem a little bit fucking stupid? Doesn't that seem a little bit fucked up? Doesn't that seem like it'd be a little bit hard to enact any kind of policies to like fix or change anything in your city if every single person was born, had like a fucking God-given entitled right to whatever piece of property they happen to be born at the time? Like, I don't know. It seems like a... Sorry, hold on. I don't know, I'm so grumpy today, man. Fuck, I lost games at StarCraft. You just fucking set me off. Okay, let's finish this dumbass video.
I don't live in a bad area. I live in a pretty decent area. 4, bad policymaking. So the bad policymaking in California is just nuts. From regulations designed to crush businesses, the legislature has already passed a bill requiring publicly traded companies in the state to staff their boards with diversity hires. So now the state's going to dictate who's on your board. So the insanity of the education.
Okay. Did this bill actually pass? Because this bill sounded really stupid. Wasn't this bill basically saying that like X percentage of your board have to be like women or something? This is pretty dumb. I don't know if this actually passed or not, but didn't you just talk about how California, especially LA, has tons of money and can't even fix homeless issues? But yeah, let's throw more money at them by ripping my money from homeowners. Hey, P-Cut, yeah, get this hot take. Ready? Fuck homeowners, okay? Fuck you, all right? You fuck everything up. Go rent, all right? You're wasting your goddamn money owning a home anyway, all right? You probably spent too much money because you got a shitty loan. You probably got a variable rate interest loan because the banker talked you into some fucking sleazy bullshit because you didn't know what the fuck you were doing, okay? You probably suck ass, and you're probably bad at StarCraft. Fuck you. They couldn't pass the bill because of diversity requirements on the state assembly. Good. Do you think gentrification is always good then? I don't know. It depends on why it happens or what's going on with it. Here's what needs to happen, okay? We need to have a... Hold on. I'm trying to think of what I can say to not get banned off of everything again. Something catastrophic needs to happen to LA in a video game. And then they need to gut half the fucking city roads. And they need to... We need some goddamn public transport here, okay? And the city is saved. That's what needs to happen, okay? The city will be saved. We need a tube. We need a subway. We need some goddamn trains, okay? We need some shit here. And it needs to be fixed. Because... What is the BART? I think that's up in San Francisco, actually. Public transport here is not doing it. LA has the biggest public transport expansion in the Western Hemisphere. Then why the fuck does every single motherfucker here drive? I don't... Oh, or maybe they're in the process of redesigning it right now. Sure. Here's a question. How the fuck in London? How did you guys dig so goddamn deep to put all those subways in? Dude, when you go into London, you know the game I was playing, Hades? You go down to hell to get into the fucking London tube. That shit is like an escalator that takes you like 25 minutes to go from top to bottom. I'm exaggerating slightly, right? That shit is really deep. That must have been a lot of digging. Like a lot of digging to get all that shit fucking set up. Oh my God. Did you take the Stockholm one? Yeah, I think I've been in the Stockholm trains and buses. I don't know if Stockholm has a subway. If it does, I've never been in a subway. Should you always rent over buying? If you have to ask, yes.
You gnome fuck!
Unban Crowley in Twitch. You say fuck you bitch chat once and now it's a permaban I guess. Cowards.
Oh shit, I'll unban you one time, but I shouldn't be. If you say anything wrong again, you're getting banned there and in my chat. If you go from one chat to another just to bully them, okay? You're getting IP banned in every single chat I have. Except YouTubers. We're still bullying them a little bit. Is Destiny renting then? No, actually. I'm just kidding. Don't bully my YouTubers. I'll ban you there too. I actually bought my entire apartment complex, Young Arbiter Pirate. Have you ever been to Carmel? It's probably the best town in California. Nope. I think the cutest town I've been to in California is a town called Solvang. Least fucking competitive game that's ever been released on Twitch. Like, holy shit. Like, you're literally, your avatar is a fucking Teletubby, and you're getting this mad.